As a chef and a nutritionist, I often get asked, why do you think our nation is so sick? My answer, what do we do every day? We eat food. I live with illness and have used food to help me get well and feel better. My goal here is to teach you to do the same. Eating healthfully can be simple, delicious, and nutritious. So chew on this. Hi, welcome to Chew on This. I'm Stefanie Sacks, Culinary Nutritionist, and today's topic is woes of a working woman, healthy eating on the run. And I have a very, very, very special guest. All my guests are special, but this is a very good friend of mine, resident rock star Nancy Atlas.
Hello, this is so nice. We actually have makeup on.
And we get to be a half hour without the kids.
Woohoo!
And we get to cook together.
I know, I'm going to be begging to come back after this just so I can have like quiet and silence and great food.
So you and I have been trying to get together for, I think, over a year to like maybe go grab lunch or tea or something. And
it's nice to see you again.
So I have to start this with one of my most favorite stories about you.
Okay.
Which was probably about 2 years ago. I passed you. We both live in Montauk, and we both have two boys.
Yes,
Nancy just had her second.
I have a 7-month-old and a 6.5-year-old.
Right.
Yes.
And I have a almost 7-year-old and a almost 4-year-old. And we passed each other, stopped, and we were both working out of our cars. And
did I look like this? Yeah. Was I just like, oh, hi, yeah. I can't talk right now, but hi.
I'm expecting a conference call. Yeah. Right. So the thing that we both deal with is how do you eat healthfully when you're constantly on the run? Whether it's working full time, you work for yourself, I work for myself, right? Yeah. Even if you work in an office, and how do you nourish yourself, nourish your kids? And I know that you love to eat off the land.
I do. I love to eat healthy, but I really truly do have a problem when the pressure comes in.
Right.
And I think that it's hard because you're trying to make sure everybody else is taken care of. Right. And you're lining up all day and you're saying, okay, well, he has his, grilled chicken with carrots for dinner and everything, and then all of a sudden now you walk out the door and you have to be somewhere in 30 minutes, and you're starving. Right. And you're just like, I forgot to take care of myself. And it happens all the time. And, I think I'm a fairly organized person.
Well, you have to be with what you do.
But I think the person that gets the least taken care of in that organization is myself.
Well, and the same holds true for me. It's like the classic. The kids are all taken care of. And lately, because I've been so busy, my husband will call me and say, what do you want to do for dinner? I'm like, I have no idea. I can't even think about it right now.
Surprise me, I know. Talk dirty to me and just figure it out.
Right, and everyone thinks I have the solutions.
Right.
And yeah, maybe I do, but sometimes I can't call on them myself. So really what I want to do, if you look at my website, each show is posted with a toolkit. And in the toolkit are the recipes and specific tips that I offer with resources. So one of the most important things when, you're a working woman or you're a working mom is planning. So what I like to try to do is just pre-plan. We're always planning for the kids.
Right.
You're planning for your gigs, right?
Right.
But we're not planning for eating. So how can we do that? And it's just some forethought.
Yeah, and also doing it in a way that it's not overwhelming.
Right.
Because I think one of the hard things for me is that because I've got the checklist of everything, I don't know, where does that start? Does it start in the grocery store, or does that start in using what you have? I mean, what would you say the first step is?
So the first step that I always like to do is I like to take a Sunday and I like to look at my week.
Okay.
I like to say, okay, what's my week going to look like? Where are the kids going to be?
On Sunday, I'm usually waking up at like...
Right, from your gigs.
Right. I play until 4 in the morning on Saturday night at this talk house or something. And so this would be post-tea, you're saying?
Right.
After I've had a cup of tea.
This is, forget it.
Scratched my... been able to just kind of like catch my breath.
This could be, honestly, this could be after the kids go to bed on Sunday night. Do you know what I mean? That what you do is you just say, okay, this is what my week looks like. Okay? Or whatever day works. Everybody's on a different cycle. For me, I'll think about it on a Sunday. You know, for you, because you're usually playing. I mean, you're playing constantly during the summer, but your play nights, let's say, are Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Right, this would be like a Monday, Tuesday for me.
Exactly.
Everybody's typical Saturday, Sunday is my Monday, Tuesday.
Exactly.
So
you would pick when, and you would say, okay, you know, how am I going to strategize? Number one, when am I going to go grocery shopping? Okay. What nights are we going to, you know, where are we going to be for dinners? Where am I going to be for gigs? And then what you do is you have a map in your mind of how you're going to approach your week. So then when you go grocery shopping, you know, you can make your grocery list accordingly. And when you go grocery shopping, you can think through. You're not going in, oh my God, I don't know what to get.
Right.
You have an idea of what your week is going to look like.
Right.
Even if you have to write it down.
No, it seems like to me having the knowledge or basis to start from instead of the desperate grab that all of us mothers do.
Right.
Having a little bit of the Stefanie Sacks knowledge will go, like, it's so funny, but it's one of those things that when you don't organize, you spend the rest of your time trying to catch up.
Right.
And if I'm understanding you correctly, it's like, take just 20 minutes.
Not even.
10 minutes of your time to think about this.
Right.
And it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. You're like Jesus delivering me a fish, aren't you?
Jewish Jesus.
Jewish Jesus. Delivering me the fish that's going to keep on giving. No offense to anybody, any religions there. I'm just thinking it's like...
Nancyism.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's going to like open up like with this knowledge.
Right.
And
so it just, honestly, it's if you plan, you're going to go in and you're going to feel a little room in your mind when you're grocery shopping. Okay, this is what I need to do. And then... for you, you know, what I always like to do, because I travel for work, is I kind of keep a snack pack, okay?
Yeah, we need to address that
snack pack. So I have some snack pack items for you. Because
this is a big one for me.
Because Nancy, when Nancy's on the road, Nancy loves to drink soda once in a while. And a Yodel. Right?
Well, listen, I was being honest.
No, and that's fine.
See, my problem, this is what happens. I'm up late.
Right.
My typical job starts, I'm a performer.
Right.
And my typical show may start at 8 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, whatever it is.
Right.
But I'm leaving at, say, 2 or 3 in the afternoon to get the sound check, to go for all of the prep, you know, the things that are involved with running a big band. And so... after my 2 sons are all taken care of and everybody, I get in the car, and as I said before, I'm running.
Right.
And then, because I'm on such a short leash for time, I don't have time to like run into Wallbaum's or whatever, so I have to get gas. So I'm eating off of a gas station menu, which is horrific. But I can't tell you how many times it happens. I don't plan it that way, but it's just the crunch. And then on top of it, I'm exhausted.
Right.
Just going to tell it like it is. So I grab for a Coca-Cola and a Yodel. There, I said it. I went for the Yodel because I don't do illegal drugs. I wish I kind of did, but I don't. And so my Yodel is the closest I'm ever going to come to crack. It's like,
mine's gummy bears. Mine's gummy bears.
But I truly live, I eat it to get the rush of the energy.
Well, but that's okay, and that's normal. But this is what I'm here to kind of tell you.
I know. So guide me, Jewish Jesus.
So what I say to you, because when Nancy comes to the beach, Nancy comes with a pink chair.
I do.
And you come with
a bunch of
paraphernalia.
Yes. And I have
cooler included.
And good things in my cooler.
And good things in your cooler. So my question is that why can't we take that planning and transpose it onto what it is you're doing?
It's a very good idea. So like I have to kind of get ready for Nancy. Like how I get ready for my son in the morning.
Yes.
With his make the tuna fish sandwich and put in the carrots. I have to kind of get into the system of
packing your cooler.
I'm going to go buy a special cooler.
That's exactly what you do.
I'm going to have flames on it.
So like, and in it, okay, so granted, we're going to make some food today. We're going to make some herb marinated chicken, and we're going to actually make it into a chicken salad.
Okay.
We'll talk more about that. We're going to do quinoa tabbouleh, a red quinoa tabbouleh.
That sounds delicious.
And then I made you a little surprise.
I love surprises. I'm big on surprises.
Yes.
Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Perfect. But what you can do is, even if you're taking leftovers from the night before, or you're taking, you know, food that you've pre-prepared.
Okay.
Okay. Because what I always like to tell people is, if you can pick a couple hours a week where you make a few things, and you can put it in the freezer.
Yes.
That's an advantage, because then what you can do is you can just defrost it. You know, put them in single servings, like if you make a vegetarian chili, right?
Right.
Or your husband makes his amazing lasagna. Or,
it is quite good. He's famous for that.
Right. So, I mean, you can freeze it in single servings and bring it with you.
Okay.
Okay? So, and then you can, when you stop at the gas station, you can actually warm it up at the gas station in their microwaves, even though I'm not a proponent of microwaves.
No,
sometimes
that's just crossing the line there, Sacks. I mean, hi, how you doing? I feel like that would be like going into a restaurant and be like, hey, I bring my own wine. Like the Harvest, I think they'd shut me down.
No.
I'm going into Esso, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I just have my lasagna here.
No. Go buy a bottle of water, use their microwave, and buy gas.
Let's just tell it like it is. Cold lasagna rocks.
Okay, awesome.
So I'm good with that.
So,
all right, so here's some yummy...
So here are some yummy snacks. Always take nuts with you. This is one of my favorites. So this is nut butter.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Where do you get... Do you have to get that at an organic store? Or?
You can get it, I mean, I think they may have it. Not this brand, but there's a great brand called Justin's.
Okay.
I haven't seen this brand. This is cashew butter, but they have... Justin's peanut butter has... all different types of flavors. So honey almond, you know, cinnamon peanut butter. It's really good.
That's so great.
And you just grab an apple, put it on an apple. You know,
Love
you can
that.
take some like peanut butter sandwich, crackers. These are some really yummy. I'm going to make you taste these. This is one.
I'm going to chew with my mouth closed because I'm on television.
These are great. You know, if you feel like you need a quick sugar rush, these are some of my favorite.
Oh, that works for me. Mm-hmm. That totally works for me. What is that?
These are Matt's Munchies. They're really good.
Oh, that's good.
Provisions, which is our local health food store in Sag Harbor, donated all the food and food products for the show. So I'm very grateful to them.
Wow.
And then some banana chips. You know, I'm thinking of some sweet that would give you energy.
Let me tell you something that I love about this, which I don't even think you may have thought of.
Right.
Is that I don't even need to pre-pack this. I can have this in the car because it's all dry goods. So it's like, the biggest problem for me is the forgetting.
Right.
So if I have all of this stuff, it's every single one of these things, like this is the peanut butter, that can sit in the car for 5 days or whatever, and I don't have to be concerned about it spoiling or...
However, the weather's getting hot.
Okay.
So you're not going to, what you can do,
well, that's good,
is you can keep it in a bag by your door.
Yeah.
And put a sticky on your window.
I have a question for you. What about Cliff Bars? Do you support them or do you?
This is my take on bars in general.
Okay.
My issue.
I'm sorry.
My issues with bars are that I think we should be having real food bars. So I have a bar here for you, for example. It's a Bumble bar, and all it is sesame seeds and peanut.
Okay.
Okay, which I think is a great way to go. So instead of having a bar that has very processed soy in it and is overly processed, we don't need to be consuming all of these protein bars and all of these highly processed bars. You do something like this.
So what am I looking for if like
real food.
If I'm in an area, because believe it or not, even CVS now has like an organic bar section.
So they'll have Kind bars. CVS often has
Kind bars. So what am I... Kind bars are, but you say not processed, so I don't want soy, or what am I?
No, you just want something that has just nuts, seeds, dried fruit.
And some honey to stick it together or something like that.
That's it. Very basic.
Wow, that's good.
That's good, right? And then we're going to jump on cooking in a second. And these are some of my favorites. Some of this stuff is a little pricier. These are chocolate macaroons.
I'm so happy.
And then... for that chocolate fix that I have a little piece of chocolate here.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
And then you can carry these with you. So instead of your yodels, you can have a dark chocolate bug bite. And these are great for the kids too.
Right, so I'm still getting a little energy.
Exactly, you know, and it's really the sugar that you want. You know, your blood sugar is going low. If you want caffeine, go for the green tea. I also have some natural sodas here for you. So you can open one of those up and taste it.
Okay.
But this is a...
why not?
Why not? This is a black cherry. I'm not sick. We can share a spit.
We're good friends.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So, and that's blueberry. I haven't tasted that one.
Oh, that's good.
Let me try this one.
You know what's so nice about that? Is that it's not sweet.
That's not too sweet. It's just it's like a seltzer. And that's sweeter.
This is sweeter. And this has no sugar added.
Right. So it's fruit juice. That's essentially fruit juice and seltzer.
Okay. That's what I drink at home.
Right.
I actually drink seltzer most of the time.
Right.
When I'm home, like if I were to say my number one thing that I have at home is seltzer, I have that soda stream thing.
Exactly.
But I don't even add anything to it. Maybe every now and then a little juice, orange juice or something. But Coca-Cola, like I hate Coca-Cola unless there's Jack Daniels involved with it and a lime. But I will, you know, I was being very honest to you when I gave my answers.
But that's important because then it helps me to give you direction and how you can shift that paradigm. And it's really not a lot. You're just tweaking.
So you're saying like you can have the sugar, but make it a natural sugar.
Exactly.
Make it something that's a little better for you.
Exactly. And I'm not somebody to say don't eat the sugar. You shouldn't eat the sugar.
Yeah.
But let me give you alternatives.
Yeah.
So always, another tip is always have healthy snacks. So let's jump on the cooking.
Yeah, okay.
Now, we're going to start out, and I'm just going to turn this on here, and we're going to cook our chicken. Now, this chicken is an herb marinated chicken. Again, the recipes are on my website at stephaniesacks.com in the toolkit.
I'm going there right after this.
And all I've done is I've marinated this in some olive oil and lemon, okay, with some fresh garlic. And
that smells so good.
And fresh herbs from my garden. I really can't keep very much alive, so Jack's taking care of my garden.
Herbs are like kind of like a goldfish. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't really require the full-on garden loving.
I'm the person who kills a cactus, though.
Yeah, well,
you can't have it all. I can cook,
have it all.
But I can't. Okay, so we'll let that cook. But in the meantime, what I have here is some red quinoa. Have you ever seen red quinoa?
I have seen it. I've never made it.
Okay, so red quinoa is actually it's a grain. It's called a grain. Okay, but it's a type of grass actually. Oh, believe it or not, it's a seed from a grass, and it's the most nutritious grain, as we call it, because it has the highest nutrient profile, including protein. So it's very high in protein.
Oh, okay.
It's a gluten-free
grain.
grain.
It's great for my husband because he's a vegetarian, so he's getting
exactly. And so all we're going to do here is I cook this, and again, the recipe is on the site, and I chop some tomatoes, so we can put some tomatoes in. There you go.
Do I put it right in?
You can put it right in.
Whole thing?
Yep, whole thing. And we're going to chop some scallions. Do you want to do some chopping?
Sure,
I know you love to cook.
You know me.
I know.
I even know not to do that for...
You're doing the bear claw.
I'm doing the bear claw. I can't do fast.
Okay, keep the knife on the board. Yep.
Okay, on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it need to be smaller than that?
Nope, that's good. Good.
I used there way back when I used to work at the clam bar. I used to do the like.
Right.
But I can't do that anymore.
Oh, it's because you changed careers to become a musician.
Yeah. Now I have calluses on my fingers for other reasons, but.
And Warren, I love it after you have a gig and I see you at the beach and you have black nail polish.
You always call me on my nail polish and I'm like, what do you want from me? You're like,
but
would you change it? And I'm like,
is all like
it's a deep shade of purple. Thank you very much. It's not black.
It looks black.
I'm not like Cure. I'm not, right? No, but I have different names for my my nail polish things. Like I have the Flaming Phoenix, which is when the nail polish is just missing from one.
Right.
And then I have
that.
like there's no, but the bleeding knuckle nail manicure.
That's good.
Is when you've no nail polish on 3 fingers and your knuckle is bleeding from playing.
I love it
so hard. That's when you've had a great night. Is a bleeding knuckle.
I love it. And then you say to me, "Come on, you should have come to the show." And I'm like, "Well, what time did it start?" And you say, 11.
We're on the opposite ends
I
of
know.
that. You're like waking up as I'm going to bed.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, Stephanie, that smells so good.
Okay, so we're also going to put some herbs. These don't look that happy right now. It's this is curly parsley. I usually like to use flat leaf. But
what's the difference like with?
It's really just a different variety.
But tastes kind of the same.
Kind of the same. And I shave all my herbs, so I just kind of give them a haircut.
How cute is that?
Is that sweet?
And then they stay alive for the.
And they just you can eat the stems. You don't have to waste time picking. You're going to give this a rough chop, just like so. Now, tabbouleh is typically made with the bulgur wheat.
Okay.
But I like to spice things up in different ways. Okay.
So you're saying you use the red quinoa instead of the...
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And then we've got fresh garlic.
All right.
Okay, and here's the cucumber. Now, a lot of cucumbers are waxed on the outside. This one's not. This happens to be an organic cucumber. It's not waxed. When it's waxed, I peel it. If it's not waxed, I don't really worry about peeling it.
When they're waxed, is that just for preservation?
Yeah, it's for preservation, pretty much.
And it's just one more added chemical that you don't need to ingest.
You don't need it.
So unless the cucumber is organic.
Right.
Right. Okay.
And the other thing, too, is that my personal preference, I don't like the seeds. So,
whatever.
Yeah, so I'm going to scoop the seeds out.
The seeds are the best part. No, I'm kidding.
So we'll leave. I think I got into the seed thing one time when I was working with somebody with gastrointestinal cancer.
Yeah.
And they couldn't have, perfect. Yeah. And they couldn't eat anything with any kind of seeds.
Oh, endometriosis, isn't it? My friend had that. She had a tomato seed. She couldn't eat anything.
Well, a lot of, digestive cancers specifically you have to be very, very cautious with. So, and I do a lot of work with people with illness.
I mean, I have to be honest, I don't like seeds if they're mushy.
Yeah.
Those look like firm seeds, so I'd be okay with that.
They look firm.
But if that was mushy cucumber
you wouldn't be able to do it.
I couldn't eat that.
Yeah. Who could, right? Okay, so.
Oh, that smells so good.
All right, we're going to finish this up. So there's our chopped cucumber that's going in here. And then this is my favorite trick here with lemon, because when you squeeze lemon, so I'll put this over here. When you squeeze lemon, you always have to worry about the seeds. So what I do is I just put a colander like this. I mean, you can squeeze with your hands or you can use this fancy tool.
Yeah.
I use lemon in so many things that I just ended up getting this.
Yeah, I have one of those too, and you know what? It's a great thing. I really think every kitchen should have one of those.
And you can buy them. You can buy them where they're lemon lime combined, or you can buy a lemon and a lime. They're separate. Like
right, the size. I have a lime one actually.
Yeah, and they have. So.
Is there a difference with using limes and lemons? Like, could you use lime as a substitute for this, or really is lemon the way you want to go for the taste?
Lemon is the way that I'd want to go for the taste in this particular dish.
Okay.
So, it's one of those things, cooking is my art, just like music is yours, and you sort of feel, I feel flavors and the way I want things to taste, and you could use lime technically.
But I'm just saying, like, if you looked in and there was, is the lemon for the taste, or is it more for like the preservation of the salad? Because I know that it acts as a...
It's for both.
Okay.
It can be for both, because lemon and salt are natural preservatives.
Okay.
So this is the salad. You can see how beautiful that is.
I'm so excited.
Okay, let's turn this down because it's smoking a bit.
Okay.
Okay. So let's turn it off. So why don't we taste this? Grab a spoon. You can pack a container of this and put some chicken on top.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be a great dish. So what you could do is you could take chicken like this and put it on top.
I'm not kidding. That It tastes so much better. Like you think you like the little rush of the yodel.
Right.
It's not even close to that.
You know, and so what I like to do is I like to take chicken. You know, I'll make chicken salad. So here's the chicken right here cooking, but I've cooked some already.
You know what, Stephanie? In my house, when something's really good, we dance. Yeah, I'm giving it a little dance.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
That's my tabbouleh dance, yeah.
I like that.
Lawnmower. That was horrible. I don't use that dance move ever.
If you didn't like it, you wouldn't eat it.
No, it's good, right? You know what I like about it is it actually has a heartiness to it.
That's the key. That's the red quinoa, and what it is too is it'll keep.
Yeah.
So you know here, we'll just take a little bit of the chicken because I want to show you.
Okay.
And I have a little bit of mayonnaise, okay, and a little bit of Dijon mustard that I'll just mix in.
You are speaking my language. Now, what kind of mayo do you usually use?
This is just a canola oil mayonnaise.
Okay, Hellmann's is a no-no, or?
Hellmann's has...
I kind of love my Hellmann's.
You know, it's funny. Hellmann's has disodium EDTA in it, which is a preservative, which is sort of it's generally recognized as safe, according to the Food and Drug Administration. That's always a little scary to me.
Okay.
So I like to do things that are void of that.
So when you look in the back of the mayo, if it's got 3 ingredients or something like that,
vinegar, egg, and canola oil. That's really some kind of oil. So here we've got, I brought a little wrap, okay, and you can even make yourself a nice little wrap like this.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Okay. And this is real easy, just like that. There you go.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay? And you can put tomato and avocado on that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now...
You know what's so great about that, really, truly?
What?
That just literally took you 30 seconds to cut the chicken. So if you have the chicken cooked, and if I don't have 30 seconds...
Exactly.
To make myself something, I'm running the ship. I'm the mom.
Yeah.
And if I don't have 30 seconds for myself, then what's it all about, Alfie? You know what I mean?
You see. So now I'm going to give you... Bite. And then I think we're going to have your little munchkin come in because Levon is here today. And these are some muffins that I made. And you can make these and put them in the freezer and bring them with you to shows.
I'm so happy you're my friend and that you feed me like this. And that I can learn from you.
And these are carrot muffins.
And I'm also so happy that you're teaching other people to do this because it's great to have a friend like you that's leading the way. Also, you really are an inspiration. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
Always with how you run your life and your children, and you are what you eat.
And here is, and not only are you what you eat, but you are what they ate. So Nancy's going to bring Levon on, and again, you can go to my website, stephaniesacks.com, and you can get recipes and tools, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. And here he comes. This is Nancy's 7-month-old.
Yes.
Hi, little guy.
Levon, say hi to Stephanie.
Hi.
He's like, what's going on
What's
here?
going on here?
There's tabbouleh in there. There's some tabbouleh. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to chew on this. You can chew on whatever you want, but I'm chewing on this.